But is Black Friday a rip-off tradition? Well, joining me from Leeds is retail analyst Kate Hardcastle. Hello to you, Kate. Black Friday, an American import. We've seen a shift, haven't we? Because it all used to be about the Boxing Day sales. So you'd get your Christmas shopping done, then you'd wait. Boxing Day, the sales would start. Now retailers are focusing attentions on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And it's proven to be a huge hit, hasn't it?
Logically, it makes no sense for retailers to have wanted to embrace this, because we used to call September to December the golden quarter. It was when you could sell pretty much everything at full price and you got extra sales because people were buying extra for Christmas presents, etc. And so to have a promotional period in this time where it's at huge discounts, it's not helpful to your profit margins. But retailers follow each other, almost looking over their shoulder a bit too much. So as soon as Amazon brought this phenomenon to our doors alongside Asda Walmart, then yes, we've had to embrace it. And now what we've also seen are these discount periods starting in November, in October, because retailers are wise. They know that we've only got so much money, and therefore if they don't grab you and they get the sale from you, someone else will. So it's now just a complete discounted period. What we have to be wise of is that retailers have been prepared for that. So they're starting to buy in stock, particularly for that promotion, which means that some of the bargains aren't the best in the world to be having.
Yes, and we've had that report from Which this week, haven't we, that last year 9 out of 10 of the bargains, supposedly the deals on offer on Black Friday, were actually cheaper in the months before or after the event. What else do we need to look out for in terms of scams as well?
If you want to be a savvy shopper generally, you have to think like a retailer. So the very best time to buy something, if you're not time pressured for Christmas, is to think about when the retailer is going to want to remove stock from their floors. So if it's an electrical good, it's when a new model's about to come and hit the floors, try and buy the just most recent model up until that point. If it's things like garden furniture, buying it when they want to get rid of it at the end of September. So if you think like a retailer, you'll get savings of 70–80% that are genuine. What people do tell us is they feel under tremendous pressure. They're bombarded with emails at this Cyber Monday, Black Friday time of year, and they feel under pressure to buy. They feel under pressure to buy more. So you've also got to make sure you financially are prepared for any purchase you're going to make, that you've done your research, and you can see that it's a genuine bargain. A lot of people think there's a couple of buzzwords they're looking for. They might pick up a new brand or something like that, and actually they might fall foul. They might not get the true value of a product that they want. This actually isn't always the best time of year for retailers, because there can be a bit of a hangover with the amount of return stock they expect to receive anytime from now right through to the new year as well. So it's not all that's meant up to be. We don't all buy it and keep it, and so that can be a bit of a challenge in terms of understanding how profitable this time of year is.
And Kate, we've been talking a lot, haven't we, about the struggling high street. This should be a boost for the high street, but just looking at the figures, mobile phones and online taking most of the purchases.
Sorry, you're so right. I mean, what we know is that genuinely younger people tend to embrace this time of promotion and this time of buying, and that actually our traditional high streets, if their only competitive edge is to discount, they have huge problems, because our rebuilding of the high street's got to be so much more intelligent than just slashing prices all the time. I actually think that's some of the reasons that customers just got fed up with seeing stores in that disarray, in that constant flux of discounting. They want lovely places to go visit, accessibility, parking, all the things we've discussed before need to be mended, and no amount of discount is going to do that. That's got to be a really cohesive plan with all stakeholders involved. But what is unfortunate is even at this discount period, there is a feeling amongst consumers they're going to get a better purchase if they look online, and therefore not even at discount times of year can the high street rely on some extra boost of footfall.
Perhaps trying to avoid the queues as well, although I've seen some accounts of people being locked out in online queues, virtual queues to get into websites in the first place. But in terms of real queues, one of those that we've seen is Aldi and Kevin the Carrot. Tell us about this.
So we have a brand mascot here that's been around for about 3 years. Aldi and Lidl have come and they've stormed up the grocery market. They've shown transparency. They really took so many of the sales away from the big four like Tesco's, and they shook things up a little bit. And one of the brilliant ways they've done that is through their advertising campaigns being about great value rather than discount. And this Christmas campaign came along when people were spending huge bucks on celebrity names, and this genteel little carrot character, people have fallen in love with him. But again, yeah, we've heard reports of people need to have the latest toy, the must-have sensation. And there's been a creation of the queues and the excitement whilst people have been limited to just 2 of these stuffed characters, these stuffed toys, as mascots, as icons for their own home and their own Christmas period. It's a bit unusual for me, I must admit. I didn't think we'd ever see the day where we had hundreds of people queuing outside a shop to buy some carrots, cuddly toys, but it's happened, and we've got people now selling them on eBay for up to £900. So it is a phenomenon. They've created it and got the story. But it's certainly, if as a savvy shopper, I won't be recommending you do that. In fact, I'm sure that many of the vegetables are available as stuffed toys if you wanted to make a saving this year. Well, but it's interesting you say about the internet, you know.
I was going to say, sorry, we are out of time, Kate, but I was going to say, I suppose a savvy shopper would have got hold of one and been putting it on eBay if it's £900. Incredible. Kate Hardcastle, thanks very much indeed for talking to us.